this?
Yes. Everybody knows this.
Wow, that actually gives a whole nother meaning to this map.
Yeah. Did I just blow your world? Did I rock your body? Mic check 1, 2.
Rotterdam, calm down.
Mute yourself, Andre, get yourself together. Hold on, hold your horses. It's just a game, man.
Brown back, brown back.
Alright guys, welcome back to game number 3 between Hwangsin and Taeja. Hwangsin could have taken game 2 on Metropolis. He did not manage to do it. Score is currently 1-1, obviously, as he is the blue proto spawning in the right bottom side of this map. Hwangsin is living at the Quantic house here in California in Oceanside. It's about 80 minutes away from our home. It's a beautiful place. The people from Quantic are really working on something nice over there. And of course, in the left top side of the map, we have our yellow Terran. He is known as Team Taeja. Even though Zinho has just someone tweeted me that the Team Taeja joke is over, as Zinho has a better record in one of the leagues than Taeja, apparently.
I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear it. I like
do it so well in that.
I like Team Taeja. Taeja's really switching up his build here in this game, Andre, as he's dropping the refinery.
Not really expecting that. Now, you know, I was talking to Hwangsin recently, and he actually asked me if double assimilator makes sense against someone like Taeja or Ryung. And I said no. Because normally the game doesn't really start until, you know, after the fast expansion. I don't really feel like they're going to change too much because both these players are really, really powerful at stopping anything like even a fake double assimilator. They're good at doing, you know, the correct responses. So just as I say, Taeja is opening up with a gas, which is so unorthodox, but thankfully Hwangsin, is he gonna? He gets it.
What do you mean?
He doesn't get it. Taeja gets it, excuse me. He gets the block.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, huh? He didn't get anything yet, man. For the people who just tune in and wondering, like, hey guys, it's been a busy StarCraft 2 weekend, there's so much going on, what did I miss? Our first series of today was a pretty fun one between Bishu and Targa, which Bishu did manage to win 2-0 in both, well, sort of interesting, unordinary games. I would lie if I said they were the games of the season.
Oh baby, Hwangsin.
That's a big, big scout.
That's a big scout, because now he knows, okay, well, I know I can put down a second assimilator now. He can even throw down another. I don't think he would throw down another.
Taeja kind of stopped mining gas on the way, by the way, so it's just for a Marauder opening, which I find weird. This is a very old school opening. It's much less economic than the no gas fast expand, and I personally don't find this a very scary nor good opening. Yeah,
this build only counters players that don't get that initial zealot, I feel like, and it's a very specific build. You can actually make it so that you go 2 gateways and then defend this if you actually see this coming. So I feel like it's an unnecessary risk to take. It's like, okay, let's kind of throw the dice and see if I can get an economic advantage if they don't go that first zealot. But if they do go that first zealot, I'm dead. Not dead, but I'm significantly farther behind than I should be.
A little bit risky, or at least a little bit weird just by Taeja to go for it. Anyways, and this is our second series of the day. Game 1 and 2 were really quite fun, and if you're just joining us, this is game number 3. Unfortunately, the last series of tonight, the bad luck continues. We're basically like bad luck Brian right now, Andre.
Oh my gosh.
We're having, quite an unfortunate situation right now, but I can guarantee you guys that we're working very hard behind the scenes in preventing this from happening. Ryung versus Torsen is a postponed game, and unfortunately MC versus Vibe was supposed to happen at 6 p.m. The players were notified, Vibe was there. We waited more than 1 hour for MC. Unfortunately, MC did not show up. There's only so much that we can do. There's only so much that's within our hands. What I can tell you, at least for the people at home who are disappointed that you're missing out on so many games, is that we're working really hard on preventing this from happening, and I have a very good feeling that from Wednesday on it's going to be much more smooth sailing, and hopefully NASL will once more just go back to how NASL is supposed to be, with 4 games a night, because that is of course what you guys are tuning in for, and that is of course what we want to cast.
It's crazy. NASL Season 1 we had 5 games a night.
It's pretty awesome.
And we actually... I think it's just like the players have just so many different tournaments to be participating in that maybe they're actually overworked. I don't know, but that's for another discussion.
I mean, every story has 2 sides.
Exactly.
Anyway, guys, let's focus on the bright side. And it's Taeja versus Hwangsin, game number 3, and that hopefully NASL from next week on, from Wednesday, everything should be a lot smoother.
Scout's honor.
But I can definitely guarantee you guys that we are working hard. Don't think that we're not doing anything or that we don't care, because we care just as much, if not more, than you guys at home. And we feel very bad about this. So obviously, we apologize for all the MC and Vibe fans out there who were anticipating that game. Obviously, I was.
I was.
But yes. There's only so much we can do on the
I picked Vibe to win that, by the way. That's how much of a Vibe fan I am right now.
You know that I found a Vibe song? Did I show you the Vibe song?
No, you didn't.
It's called Viben by K Lieber. It's a Dutch band, or on Dutch. I know, they sing in Dutch. It's a very funny song. You can find it on YouTube. K-Lieber, L-I-B-E-R. Awesome. And then you type Viben. So basically Vibe plus N. It's a great song, Andre.
Okay, Vibe song.
Yeah, it's like sort of like Dutch reggaeton.
Check it. Oh, cool. Check it on YouTube after this match because it's Taeja versus Hwangsin. Nothing really happening too much in this game. You can see the patented double reactors on Taeja's barracks. I actually love this style, to be completely honest. I think it's, for 95% of the builds, it's superior. Hwangsin has gone something very, very standard. 3-gate robo, and he's getting immortals. Right now, what he has to prepare for, what he had to prepare for, was a potential 1-1-1 that could have happened directly behind this because he hasn't verified that there was an orbital command center at the natural, but he has now with that observer. Yeah. So he can kind of back off from that, and there it is, double forges. So he's going to go double forge.
The start of this starport is crucial because you really want to know when those medevacs enter the fray or enter the field.
And this is pretty early, by the way.
Yeah, this is because right now there's no blink. There is not really a whole lot of observers. He's going to need good force fields on one side and really deny entrance for these medevacs on another side. Hwangsin can straight up die here if he misplaces it just a tiny bit.
That's right. And you know what? Normally this comes out at 9 minutes and 30 seconds. He's already at his opponent's base at 9 minutes and 30 seconds. That's such a devastating window right now where Hwangsin might have not prepared for this many units to be out here. So Hwangsin needs to tread very, very carefully. You can see how many units are up on the top right of his base, but Taeja is coming in from the left-hand side, blowing down these rocks. It's almost like thank you, because Hwangsin obviously wants that to actually take his third base, but I'm sure Hwangsin's a little bit scared at this point because he's like, oh, I have to be careful because Taeja can do up to 7 barracks off of 2 base and not get that command center because that's the type of player Taeja has shown to be.
Force field goes down, but right now it's just a little bit later. Good Guardian Shield over here by Hwangsin. More force fields going down, so he's outranging these Marauders and he's forcing Taeja to pick up the units and hopefully buy himself a little bit of time for that additional warp in. So really good defense by Hwangsin, as that wasn't easy. Needed clutch force fields and he dropped them.
That's right. And you can see what Taeja is doing in the back of his base. Up to 5 barracks right now, already putting down the armory and the 2nd engineering bay. And do we have a 3rd orbital command center? No, we don't, Rotterdam. And that means he's doing all-out aggression. Now, when we were talking about this, I told Hwangsin, if you see this or you suspect he's doing this, you don't see an early orbital command center at that 3rd location, just stay on 2 base. Do not try to take a 3rd. But no, he's taking a 3rd base. This is a little bit risky. Hwangsin, I think, might be opening himself up because what you do when you're taking that 3rd base is you just add additional space that you have to cover. And when you have, 110 supply, that can become a pretty big problem. Hwangsin sees there's no 3rd base, and this could be a little bit troublesome.
Still on? Or is your microphone still on? Can you still hear me, production crew? Mic check 1, 2. Okay, I was just afraid that I just accidentally turned something off as I can't hear myself. No, I can't hear myself. Force fields going down for Hwangsin. I was panic mode. Just cancel that Nexus Hwangsin. I 100% agree with everything you said. I had to hold my thoughts as I got freaked out because I couldn't hear myself. But that really reminds me of Mana versus Hack in TSL. I referred to this game many, many times, but if Protoss goes up to greedy 3 base with a double forge, with Colossus as well, there's no way he can stop that strong 2-base Terran play. You
can't take a 3rd base. It's impossible. And a lot of Protoss these days are so stubborn, and they want to keep that 3rd base going, and they want to defend it.
And you really don't need it.
It's a losing line, every single time, because Terran has properly prepared for you. And, that 400 mineral dump into a Nexus is actually pretty substantial. You're losing out on units.
You make the surface area for Terran so much better to attack. Well, obviously attacking in the natural is a hell of a lot harder than attacking over here, which is going to be a lot easier for Taeja. Protoss, if they invest too much in tech, they cannot defend 3 base. You cannot have Forge, Twilight Council, Robo Bay, all of 3 base while you're not even really mining up those 3 bases and just getting your economy going. So
and Hwangsin's doing it perfectly, teching up to 2-2, getting Blink Stalkers. That's perfect. And what he's going to do is just go pretty much Blink Stalker, Zealots, Colossus. You don't get anything else other than this composition. And the reason is because as your numbers actually start to increase, you can actually blink right under the Vikings and clear them out substantially faster than if it's a lower count. And that actually protects your Colossus a lot longer. And as long as you increase your Colossus count, I think 5 is the perfect number for when 2-2 actually finishes. Then you're actually in a position where I feel like you're winning. Like, this is much better position for Hwangsin, in my opinion, even though Taeja is ahead in supply.
I wonder when Taeja is actually going to really go for it. I think he's going to pull a hell of a lot of SCVs as well on the rest. He's on 50 SCVs, but he's going to be able to mine out his main in the very near future, as most of these mineral patches have around 200, 300, 400 minerals left on them. Yeah. What I'm super surprised by is that he's even getting a Ghost Academy in this phase of the game, which makes me wonder, while he's pulling SCVs right now, it's like, would you ever really wait for Ghost, Taeja?
Wow, and this is a little bit crazy. Now 2-1 is just about to hit for Taeja. There's a small, tiny window, like 30 seconds, where Hwangsin doesn't have his 2-2. But of course, he can hold off with really good force field. We're going to see it in a little bit.
Picked off another observer. There's so few units have died throughout this entire game. Both players have been so careful, and it will all come down to this.
Man.
Charge is not ready either. I feel if Charge was ready, you have 22 Zealots. That would make a world of difference. Here, baby, Hwangsin.
Nice positioning for Hwangsin, and there's the big blink right under the Vikings. Vikings are getting picked off so fast. Guardian Shields are popped. 3 Colossus still alive, and is Hwangsin going to be able to do that? Great force field still, and the Vikings are going down. Rotterdam, I think Hwangsin has this. I don't think Taeja can actually recover from this position.
I think Hwangsin has it as well. Beautiful forward blink there. He's going to pick off these medevacs. Taeja has no economy to fall back on. A lot of bio units are extremely low in HP and not a good forward blink. Andre, are you like the magical mystery coach right now, or what the hell is going on?
This is looking really good for Hwangsin. He's up in supply, he's up in upgrades slightly, but he's just going to increase his Colossus count and really try to push it on. When you kill that many medevacs, you actually want as many engagements as possible, because look at all those units.
And look at the Immortals as well.
Oh my God. Hwangsin takes it 2-1.
Perhaps the upset of the season so far.
It is the biggest upset of the season right now. Hwangsin is pimps too. Go on, brush your shoulders off.